It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and I am at the San Diego Fairgrounds with baby girl Hannah's fabled installation. Those that follow closely know that she knocked this out in a matter of really hours.
6 days and
6 days,
10+ hour days.
10+ hour days.
Yeah.
But you know, she was approached by Kevin Grandetto to do a couple of display gardens, and Hannah just told me that Kevin thought the display gardens were going to be like the size of 2 parking spaces. And how many square feet is this, Hannah?
Well, it's 2 displays. One is 1,000 square feet, and the other is 750 square feet. So 1,750 square feet.
Slightly larger than 2 parking spaces. But you know, Hannah came in here and just absolutely knocked it out of the park. She had plants from Caesars, from Sun Valley Nursery, and from Tom Jesh from Waterwise Botanicals.
So this whole side of the display is actually all plants from Caesar, and he came with his family to drop everything off for me. And yeah, it was really great. A lot of this was bare root. We went and hand-picked everything. And yeah, so all the plants in here are from him. The driftwood is from Tom
at Waterwise Botanicals, and the coyotes from Robert at Planter's Paradise.
Yeah.
And
the lighting is all Hunter Irrigation, but it was installed by Andre from A. Brooks.
Yay, Andre, thank you so much. It's an incredible lighting display.
And he was here with me on the last day till about midnight, perfecting it. So I appreciate him very, very much. And we'll get a picture of his sign as well, because there are signs.
You know, what I wanted to point out too while we were here from a design perspective, the rocks are from KRC, and she's got some honey onyx, it looks like, and Baja Cresta. So nothing really expensive or fancy, but they blend so beautifully together. And then we have all this river rock. But if you can get down to the San Diego Fair, please do. Because the videos, you know, I hadn't seen, this is the first time I've seen this in person, and it is jaw-dropping and so interesting, especially the way Hannah has created this undulating dry stream. It's masterful and really needs to be appreciated with your real eyes. So you will also note, you know, another thing that I think is super interesting, this is 1,000 square feet. Most of you are working with a front yard that's 1,000 square feet or smaller, or around that. That's the typical front yard. And there's like 12 plants. I mean, okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but take note. There are not that many plants. You don't need to overplant your yard. This is primarily columnar cactus, a couple of succulent trees, which require nothing. No pruning, no nothing. I mean, they don't drop a bunch of detritus, and they're just winter. They're going to grow up and provide some shade. And we've got Portulacaria minima, which is the world's greatest ground cover. None of this is irrigated. None of this needs to be irrigated. If you would want to apply water to this in the heat of the summer, it would appreciate it. But for the most part, even here in droughty Southern California, these plants will get by.
The Aluaudias are actually growing already.
Yeah, the Aluaudia Procera's cute little growth up on top. They're happy. We're right on the ocean here, the Pacific Ocean. I could throw a small rock, really hard and hit it. So this is very westerly. Breezes. You know, we've got these covers over top, which are providing shade, and the plants are loving life. So yes. How much soil did you end up bringing in?
Well, San Pasquale Nurseries brought me about 10 yards of amended topsoil, but they brought in tractor full after tractor full after tractor full of dirt, not soil, dirt. And I couldn't even begin to tell you how much, a lot. And every time the tractor would come up and dump more, it just compacted it down nice and hard for me. But we made it do what it do.
No, that's another thing you don't really get a sense of which is why I'm standing up here, because I'm hoping that you can get a sense of the elevations. I'm standing about 3 feet above, 3 or 4 feet at this point above ground. And for those of you that are wondering, well, now what? You know, all of this soil, tons and tons and tons of soil, tons and tons and tons of rocks. What happens at the end? This has to all be deconstructed.
Yep.
So that'll be fun. But so worth it for you all to come see and become inspired. So this
Here,
is the
No, I'll just take it while you get down.
the drought tolerant side, the desert side, right?
My thought process, well, the only thing Kevin told me was that he wanted to have something geared more towards businesses or storefronts or large, here, Dad, just take it, businesses, I guess. And I don't know, people don't want a lot of maintenance, and what's less maintenance than a lot of rock and a dry stream bed. So that was the only thing I really had in mind going into this display. And I worked on this display probably for about 4 days and realized that I hadn't even touched over here. So
Yeah, because it wasn't just a one-off. She had to do 2.
yeah, it's 2 displays,
And
not just
what
one.
what was kind of the theme? Oh, well, wait. Before we go there, let's just talk about how Hannah divided her displays. This is, and you know, I'm always talking about this. You don't necessarily have to go with fencing or block walls or get really dramatic if you're trying to delineate your space, say, from your neighbors. Just this rubble, rock, wavy delineation really tricks the eye, and it's so clear that these aren't connected.
I also made sure not to add any of that rubble, the lava rubble, anywhere on this side of the display.
Yeah, she kept Hannah has mastered the 3rd R, restraint. I'm so proud of her, and I'm really inspired by her, and she has influenced my work of late because she's so good at that. You know me, I tend to go completely overboard, but Hannah really keeps it dialed in. So she has, this is the homeowner side, Hanny?
Yeah. So, yeah, what I wanted to create on this side was an alternative to lawn for people. It's smaller. I also really wanted to bring in food. I think it's cool to kind of have somewhat of a homestead in your backyard, especially here in San Diego. This is all to inspire people in San Diego and others as well if you don't live here, but everything I've planted and brought in will do well in pretty much every zone here, I would say, in San Diego. Is it one zone? There's a few different zones throughout. But yeah.
3, 4, 3, 4, well,
Yeah.
8, 9 to 12.
And
So
then
kind of 3.
also to bring in, like from Planner's Paradise, I could bring in more color and fun things throughout, you know, that don't also have to be plants. You can't kill ceramics.
No, you can't kill ceramics, and you don't have to water them either.
Yeah.
And what garden doesn't love some balls? But yeah, she's got these beautiful, colorful pots from Planner's Paradise in El Cajon, some Talavera pieces splashed in, this cute arbor. This is from Grangetto's,
Kevin,
right?
Yeah.
And all of her fruit trees and raised beds. I love grazing while gardening.
Yeah.
And you know, succulents will take water. They don't necessarily need it, but they're typically not offended by it. So you can absolutely mix your mediums and grow some food in amongst your succulents. No problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, I'm just so proud of my girl. She did such a great job. I mean, I had absolutely no doubt, but remember, Greg and I were up at the ranch this entire time. So I was not available at all. I mean, Daddy wasn't available with the truck or the trailer or so she had to do this and navigate this all by herself.
Thankfully, though, I had Mel here. Miguel was here helping me. Miguel actually did my little renderings 12 hours before they were due. Yeah, and Andre was here, and everybody at the fair as well. Everyone was so nice because, I mean, just imagine me up here with a wheelbarrow and one shovel working my Crocs. People had a lot of questions. But no, it was just fun, and yeah, it took a lot out of me, but it was so worth it, and I would definitely do it again. Yeah, I'm really thankful that Kevin Grangetto trusted me to do both spaces, and that Deborah Lee Baldwin was the one that recommended me to him, so that's super cool too. She's the queen of succulents, so it's kind of a big deal.
She's a fantastic mentor. And if you haven't read Deborah Lee's books, look for them because they are everything you'll ever need to know about succulents and
Yeah.
cactus. Cultivation, growing, everything. So on the 5th of July is
The
when
4th
you do the
is
tear down?
Yeah, the 5th is tear down.
And so people can come and
On the 4th of July, I'm
4th.
giving stuff away.
it's the 4th that Hannah's going to be giving away plants.
Yeah.
So you can come and pick up one succulent if you would like on the 4th. And that's courtesy of Kevin Grangetto.
Yeah, yeah.
He's donating the smaller plants. Hannah had taken these out of the cans from Waterwise, and we don't want to try to can them back up. So they're
Why
going
not
to be
gift them? Yes.
bare root. So bring a bag or a sack, but come on down, say hello, and take home
Yeah.
a free plant.
It'll be fun.
All right. So good to see you all again.
Oh,
Again,
and check out my Instagram if you want to see the
Oh.
TikTok that I made of the whole shtick.
yeah, the
you
whole
know.
thing from literal parking lot up. So
Yeah.
it's Hannah Loves Succulents.
And hers is Laura Loves Succulents.
And you'll have to follow her and check it out and watch the progress
Yeah.
videos. This has all been super inspiring. Thank you all so much for your kindness throughout the process, all your encouragement, and good and well wishes. This has been Laura Eubanks with Hannah Eubanks at the San Diego County Fair and your succulent tip of the day. Bye.
Bye.
Guys.